Your fighters did not lose because they don't have the skill. You've worked on the skills. What I want you to take away from this is that there are 3 reasons, regardless of popular belief, that fighters lose fights. And I'm going to use this series to uncover not what we think we see, but the untold science behind fighters losing fights. This is going to be an epic series, and a few things that we're going to talk about are things like muscle memory. How does this play a role in our actually dynamics of developing and showcasing those skills?
Were you more surprised that she didn't come at you as much as she did in the first 2 fights? Or was that really a part of your strategy with the check hook circling to keep her at bay?
Yeah, I think the whole game plan tonight was not let her feet set. I knew I was capable of a performance like that in the other 2 fights as well, but I just got caught up in a bit of a war in the other 2 fights. I'm so happy that I was able to stay disciplined tonight.
And then we're going to get into neuromuscular memory, what goes behind the front line muscle, but the thing that actually is pulling the triggers. This is where I think you guys are going to learn some things that you can apply to your life right now in your training. Here's why fighters freeze up in fights. When you don't understand how to make adjustments during a fight, then the thing that's going to happen to your fighter is you'll lose. Making adjustments, only being how you are all the time, is going to result in you as a fighter being subjected to being in someone else's fight plan. And when I looked at Serrano's corner, when you go back into a rematch and you don't win the rematch, you're not taking away what she's doing. And when you're not taking away what that person's doing, that means you're fighting their fight because they're able to fight you however they want to because you're always there. So check this out and let me know what you think by liking and commenting the word science down below. Take 1. This is Untold Science. See, boxing is the most neurologically demanding form of exercise because you're in constant demand of learning new skills, punch combos, slips, rolls, weaves, footwork patterns, pivots, all of these different things. The second thing is you're always reacting under pressure. Now, what other environment are all of these things playing a role in? Exactly. This is why neuroplasticity kicks in every single time. You're reacting under pressure. Now, you're reading movements of your opposition, anticipating punches, and making split-second decisions. The third component of the triggers of neuroplasticity are coordinating complex movements. You're putting things together in sequences. See, the brain is sending signals to the eyes, the hands, the feet, the core, all at one time. Just like Tank versus Lamont Roach, when you seen that happen, the person in front of this individual throws a monkey wrench in the way he thinks, his thought process. So therefore, without a good instructor in the corner that actually understands how to rescue him from this situation, this is what we call fight or flight, panic mode, and nothing works.
It's going to be a pretty interesting fight.
Like, man, why y'all booing like I'm...
The audience, did that affect your performance?
I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. I was more so, it's something we got to work on in the corner.
And you saw it firsthand. So sometimes you think it's skill, but you're actually dealing with neuroplasticity. You see, that's a great point. But boxing automatically equips you with skills. For the skill without the science, your talent is null and void. You see, when you put it into an analogy, see, the skill is the symptom and the science is the root. So in order for you to actually get a solution in the ring as a trainer or an athlete that competes in a high level sport of boxing, you have to have both. One without the other is null and void. Skill must have science, and science will produce the skill.
These days, a lot of fighters are taught hands first. They never look at their feet. You throw a jab, you're teaching the kid how to box. I was taught feet first. Learn to use your feet with the jab. Now, in the center of the ring, I don't even have to move that much. It's inches But it starts with my feet, not my hands. Here, here. Throw a jab. Here, here. Boom. Got you. I'm off.
Now back to the segment. Get your notepads ready. This is Untold Science. You see, there is an end game to competitive boxing for a duration of time. That's why it's important that you understand skills is one part, the science is another, having muscle memory, but understanding what drives muscle memory at the higher levels is neuromuscular memory. Be aware of preventing the nervous system from going into fight or flight. Neuroplasticity. That's not something that we play around with, because boxing for too long without these things intact has a price tag, and you don't want to pay it.
My Uncle Roger, memory loss could be from boxing or it could just be from deep in the family.
So what a wise man would do is to master the skills and embody the science. And from that point, get in and get out with your bag and your legacy. Being aggressive plays right into the boxer's hand. Kate Taylor is the boxer. So if you're aggressive, you're playing directly into her hand. So that's what I already knew. I knew that she does not understand how to take away a person's weapon. She does not understand. That's her uncomfortable zone. And it takes a coach who understands those finite details about boxing to tell you in your face and be able to communicate it with you exactly what to do and exactly how to do it.
They used to be hookers. So I had to make sure that my right hand was up all the time. So I used to keep it up here, keep it up here. Manny came into the camp and said, "Why are you keeping your hand up here?" He said, if anybody throws a hook, you can move your hand 2 inches, can't you? I'm like, yeah, I can. He said, then do that. He said, your hand should be in front of your mouth. Put your hand in front of your face, because even if a guy throws a jab, it's gonna catch your hand, it's gonna catch your hand. He said, if a guy throws a hook, you can move your hand 2 inches. Yeah. So the technical aspect of Emmanuel is he's like a professor.
Next, you have to think about there are 3 phases that you have to embody developing an athlete. Now, if you think about Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Bud Crawford, the best fighters in the world, Gervonta Tank Davis, in a way, those guys are being groomed and they are being grizzled. They are not just learning skills, okay? There are 3 phases of skill development. Number 1, physical mastery, which is getting the skill, the technique down and understanding how to fundamentally execute it. Now, the bottom line is you don't do this till you get it right. When you are fueling that muscle memory, you do it until you can't get it wrong. That is the first layer. And that's where most people stop. That's what you're going to find in level 1 and level 2 and most level 3 gyms. The basics is the foundation. That's what you're going to rely on when you're fighting for titles. You're going to go back to that because that's the most simple form of a fight.